where you were when you started or what your results have been so far?
Well, it's funny. When I started, though, it was about hormones, I thought.
Okay. What was going on? You were stuck with
Well,
weight.
I had just had the hysterectomy
Okay.
and I had already gained 15 pounds, but it had nothing. My hormones weren't that bad, actually. It was all trauma.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right.
I would say mostly the biggest thing for me was the trauma, the depression, the no self-worth, suicidal. I thought that I hated myself more than anybody could possibly hate themselves. I don't even remember the last time that I even looked in the mirror and didn't like anything about myself.
That's cool.
Even though, I mean, I had goals, I'm not at my goal, but I love me now. So
Right.
yeah,
So you thought your hormones were off because you gained the 15?
yeah,
All right.
no sex drive,
Aha.
so no libido, and I gained about 15 pounds within like 4 months.
I was not supposed to be successful. Hey there, Casey Ship here, fitness model, hormone expert, and a master energy healer. I help goal-oriented women clear out the reason why nothing has worked and finally step into their purpose and get everything they've ever wanted. Welcome, welcome. I have a special treat for you today. Ladies, you don't even know the goal that's about to come through. I know you're going to have breakthroughs. I know you're going to have shifts. You may even unlock the reason why you're not losing weight. So we've got Christina a day here from Arkansas. All right. Now listen, Christina had no libido, no energy, unexplained weight gain, like quickly, she gained weight quickly. Like it was kind of scary for her. She found herself like, I don't know what to do. I think my hormones are shot. Now she's happy as fuck. She's down 2 pant sizes, went from a 12 to an 8. She's down 20 pounds. And we're going to tell you how we did it. So, Christina, welcome and thank you for gracing us with your freaking energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so excited. All right. So, let's get into it first. Just basic question. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How old you are, how many kids, how old are your kids? What kind of business do you guys do? Like, tell us about yourself.
I'm 41. I've got 3 kids, 21, 20, and 16. We have our own business. We own a rock quarry. It's not fun or interesting. We have a big farm, 500 head of cattle. And I take care of grandma. You know that. She's 101 now.
You said you had a 20 and a 21.
21, 20, and 16.
So you had them back to back.
Yeah.
Holy Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my Lord. Okay. That's awesome. I love that. So tell us the main problem you had when joining, like the main thing when you came in, for your hormones, the weight and all that.
Well, I had just had a hysterectomy about 3 or 4 months prior, and I was actually looking for some hormone replacement therapy, something, because I was just like, I was exploding. I can't believe I was gaining so much weight. That was my biggest problem. Was
So the weight gain. So you're saying it just right when you had the hysterectomy, you had a weight gain.
I went into it with a certain mindset too, that I knew it was going to happen too. So I had decided that myself. Yeah.
Like every other woman, it was what you mean. Like they think hysterectomy or they think menopause means weight gain and low energy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So unexplained weight gain. And then you said low libido earlier. Like, how did you know? Because some women, they don't even know they're experiencing low libido, low energy. Like what are some symptoms that you could share?
Well, I knew because I married my high school sweetheart, and we have had a great sex life, and we've been married for 22 years. So for 20 and a half, 21 years, we had a great sex life. There was never a problem. And then it was just gone. And I've always said, if a woman had erectile dysfunction, I had it. Like it was dead in the water. There was nothing.
I've been there. It's so hard, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And it's depressing.
Yeah.
It's so depressing. Okay. So why did you choose to join our program specifically over everything that's out there right now?
I felt a connection with you. It was God, divine energy. I don't know. I saw you and I just stopped. I stopped looking. I never looked again. I never searched for anything else. I just found you and I started binge watching, and I don't know, it just felt right. So
I got you. I know exactly what you mean. So, do you remember how long you followed or watched my stuff before you booked a call or joined?
Like 3 days.
Oh, okay. Okay. You knew it. She knew what she was looking for,
I
honey.
knew. Yeah.
I got you. I got you. All right. So, it could, y'all, when I say we're going to get into it, I'm asking these surface level questions, but we're going to shock you. We're going to go a totally different direction here in a second. But was there anything in particular about our program that really helped you? And why was it so effective?
Trauma healing, trauma healing. Trauma wasn't even in my vocabulary. I didn't think that the things that happened to me as a child I mean, I knew, that might have been a bit of depression or, whatnot, but not that I didn't know my body kept score. I
Mm,
didn't know that that was everything that was wrong with me, and I didn't know. So
hold up. So you're saying the low energy, not wanting to get out of bed, the weight gain, even after hysterectomy, even though it made sense that you got your hormones and all that whacked, you're saying that you found out not necessarily like what did happen, but what didn't happen. And all that stuff is why you were in that situation.
100%.
Okay. So how did you know though? I asked Christina this earlier and I want her to share it with you. I was like, how did you know though you were depressed? Like, how do you know you're happy now? And she mentioned about waking up early. Like, share a little bit about that.
Yeah, I don't set an alarm or anything like that. But before hot moms, 10:30, I'm like, I'm going to sleep as much as I can. And then I want to take a nap at, 2 o'clock. And now 6:50, 6:59, whatever. I just wake up and but I wake up. It's a different wake up.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to explain. And I just have energy and I'm ready to go. And I just feel good.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. That's so cool. So can you share a little bit about, well, first of all, how long have you been in Hot Moms?
August was a year.
Yeah. Okay. A year. And
Yeah.
you did like, how soon did you, like when you first came in, did you get any quick results? Like what was the quick shifts for you? Or if you remember?
It took me till about December, actually, to really, the first month was learning the program. And then um, August, September, October, February. No, that's probably November. So it took me
Okay.
about 3 months to really navigate and start looking in and stop relying on you too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
heard you say something, yeah, earlier, but I was like, I wanted those coaching calls. I wanted to join those because I was trying to attach and wanted you to fix me. So it took me several months to start looking inward.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
about 3 months, I'd
Okay.
say. And then man, things just flip flop.
So 3 months in, what did, because the women are like, tell me what you did. So can you tell them like, because they're sitting there going, well, what'd you do? Because I feel that way
Okay.
too.
For me, I did energy codes and woo codes, which it's changed a little bit. I think energy codes and woo codes is in the same section now, but right, I think really just get spiritual and because I Southern Christian, it's Bible, go to church. Spirituality for me now is different.
Mm,
It's so much bigger. And guess connecting with me. I don't finding out who I am.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So spirituality. So going inward. So really, I say this all the time, but I don't think women understand it. I say we teach you emotional intelligence because life gets easier when you are when you're smarter emotionally and just more self-aware. And that's not taught. You have to learn how to become more self-aware. I did, that's why I teach
Yeah.
y'all. So that is that what you're saying? You just got into the courses specifically that taught you how to take care of yourself, like why you felt the way you did. Validated. Did it validate you a lot?
No, I had no idea that I even had a problem there. I didn't even
Whoa.
know. No, I didn't know that I was a codependent, martyr, borderline narcissistic. I didn't know that. I just thought I was a great mom and a great wife and sacrificed myself for everyone. I didn't everything that I did after joining and really the self-awareness, I was taught was selfish. That was selfish for a mom and a wife. I cook and I clean and I make everybody's food, and there is no me time because there's no me. I lost my entire identity.
I just got chills. I just,
I did too. I did
yeah,
too.
I just got chills when you said that. I knew you were going to come with a goal today because women don't think that. They think narcissistic people are those that or like a Donald Trump or a woman who's like really hot and wants to step on everybody to get what she wants. I'm like, it's also the opposite. It's the one that attracts that. It's the one that's the egoist, that martyr, that's the doormat that does everything for everybody, everything out of guilt and obligation. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been on both sides. So that's huge. And you're saying just getting into that. Here's my question. A lot of women, they would get triggered and be like, so basically Casey's telling me I'm a narcissist. Like how do we help them see that we're not pointing fingers? How does it feel when you get into the program? Does it feel welcoming? Does it feel bad? Does it feel empowering?
Completely empowering for me. But I didn't take offense to anything and I usually would because that's my personality. I was very sensitive, would get my feelings hurt easily. And I'm really surprised that I didn't. You never hurt my feelings, which was really weird, but I needed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we can't be honest with ourselves, we can't get better.
Yeah. And in that too, I think that you just were so right. Like a lot of these women that come in, you were so miserable. You were so just ready for a breath of air. And it's like at that point, you just, yeah. That's super cool. Okay. So you got into that, realized that, whoa, me being this way is toxic. So you had to unlearn. So you had to unlearn a lot of stuff is what it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so that started really making a difference. Let me ask you this, because I want to go into the food question. I know personally, I don't want to speak for you, but I know you struggled like most women with food. You were scared. I can't remember if it was a sandwich or what. Like, I remember you getting on calls and saying like, I went bad, Casey. I had a pizza and this and that. And like, then you would get scared to eat healthy carbs. And you were like, why am I thinking this? You remember all that?
Yeah.
Can you walk us through how you used to think?
Well, let's backstory back to, and there was during Gracie's coaching call yesterday, and I was actually just running around doing some stuff while I listened, so I wasn't able to chime in. But from a young age, I was borderline anorexic, off and on, starving. I mean, I'm talking like 4 crackers a day, and then binging, and then, making myself throw up. And so that just reminded me of that. But I wanted to kind of connect with her. I don't even remember what, Cindy. So it went back all the way back from middle school where I would starve myself and then I would binge. And that followed me all the way through several months into Hot Moms. I was starving myself. And I was like, I can't have carbs. I low carb. Carbs are not good. Carbs aren't good, and that was a lie that I told myself. And then I would eat the pizza. And then I would starve myself the next day. And then I'm like, I can't have carbs. No.
I've been there.
You're like, yeah, but you're eating the carbs anyways. So what's the problem?
And then you feel even worse.
Yeah. It's a vicious cycle.
It is. And it's interesting you said middle school because there's a lot of women. It's when we have our periods. It's when like our self-esteem is at the lowest, trying to find ourselves. It's a hard time, but I've heard of a lot of women in middle school. Like it starts then. I went through some hard shit in middle school. It's just hard. Like you're between being a kid and a woman. And then like, it's just it's hard. But do you remember, I remember this, you going through drop the motherfucking weight struggle and having some cool things. Do you remember some of those? There was something about if you got hot, you would or wouldn't get cheated on. There was something there. You remember that? Like it wasn't safe for you to be something. And I can't remember.
Attractive. I was always, I wasn't allowed to be attractive.
That's right.
Because if I was a slut or I was looking for attention. And I was also scared to be attractive because I was afraid of what men would do to me.
Man. Now, when did this come out? Was that when you got into one of the courses, the drop the fucking weight struggle, or a different one?
That might have been right around the Q2 time.
All right. So
around that
time. Gotcha. All right. So you got in, you increased your emotional awareness, figured out like, dude, my body has kept score. No wonder it's been so hard. When did the food thing? I remember you doing like an intensive with me. That's what she's talking about, Q2. What was your goal then? Was it, I can't remember specifically if it was to lose the weight or the depression. I can't remember.
My main goal was just to get happy because then I had finally realized how unhappy I really was.
You got that
I wanted to
diagnosis too.
heal. Yeah, that was about 3 months after joining Hot Moms, the rare form of blood cancer. I was diagnosed with that. And so then, well, it's funny if you look at my before and afters, or not my before and afters, but my True Coach pictures from starting Hot Moms to about 3 months later, man, I gained more weight.
Mhm.
I had put on weight because of the depression and I don't know, it was a sad time. It was a sad time.
Well, that's when,
But anyways, so the food, I don't know. You just kept telling me what's wrong with carbs. Like you can have, you can have carbs. And I don't remember exactly what you said, but it was kind of like a slap in the head. Literally, you literally would have done it if you were around me. And I was like, okay. And so I did. So I just started eating carbs, right? Like carbs are not bad for you. Carbs are not bad for you. And it took me a little while.
yeah.
I eat carbs every day, all day long.
And you drop more
Whatever.
weight.
Oh yeah. Then
Yeah.
the weight started falling off.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
The women are going to be like exorcists right now. Their head's going to spin. That's so cool. So I love that you said you realized that it wasn't safe to be attractive because of,
Yeah.
and women go through this too with money and attractiveness. It's not safe to be beautiful. It's not safe to be wealthy because then you're one of those girls, or it's just crazy. So yeah, Christina, literally this whole thing is Christina just peeling back layers and unlearning everything. And I loved your spirit. You were so willing to do that. And a lot of people aren't. They come in, this, with their thyroid whack. And I'm like, you got a lot of mother wounds, man. We got to heal moderate stuff. They're like, you're calling me this? I'm like, no. Oh my God, do you want to be better or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just did, you did such a good job. Okay. So do you remember how many calories you were eating it by chance before?
Yeah, 100%. 8 to 900 calories a day.
Rock solid.
Or 2,500, or no, not 2,500. It'd be more than that. Probably 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to make up. Yeah. So what
So
do you
yeah,
eat now?
I think I'm at 16, almost 1,700 now.
Okay. Getting up there, getting up there.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how do you handle, I shouldn't say relapse, but how do you handle that old voice? Because I know it still comes up. It does for me. So how do you handle that?
Old voice that says what? I can't have carbs or
Yeah, you can't have carbs, or do you eat too much? Are you sure you don't, yeah,
I don't have it really that much anymore, honestly. I
Oh.
was actually thinking about that the other day. It's like, I don't walk it. It does not control me. I know what's good for my body. I go to the kitchen, or if I'm out, and I do have an off-plan meal sometimes. It's okay. And when I say off-plan, I mean I eat healthy all day long, and I get my protein in, and I eat, my gosh, I'm at almost 200 carbs now, a day.
200 club.
And yeah, if it just, Casey, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't starve myself. I eat my carbs. If I go to town and I want to go out to eat, I go out to eat. I just know, and it doesn't control me.
Yeah. I try to say that too. And women look at me like they don't know how. And it's really the how is doing the work you mentioned. Now there was
Yeah.
one thing that you're going to help a lot of women with this one. You remember that time when I gave you a specific task, and I don't know if it was clearing something, like go clear this. And I was like, all right, you need time alone. Yeah. I don't have time alone. Casey, I just don't have time alone. I can't take a bath because he won't let me take a bath. He'll come in and knock on the door. Like, it was bad. So many women feel that way. Can you share how to get through that mindset thing?
First realizing why they do it, realizing that the only reason that he did not, my husband would come and sit by the tub while I tried to soak with my AirPods in, was because he just wanted to be with me, because he loves me that much. There's that. Just realizing that the people around you are suffocating you, because, you've created a codependent relationship. So once you cut those cords, that they do just love to be in your energy and they enjoy being around you. I actually went through that the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, these kids won't let me breathe. And I'm like, they're around me because they enjoy me so much, because they're not asking anything of me. They just want to be with me. So get out of your own head, first of all, and realize that you're amazing. and people want to be in your energy and they want to be around you. And then also communicate, I need my space. And 99% of the
Boundaries.
time, all your kids, all my adult kids, yeah, my husband, do you need to be alone? Now I told him and I talked to him, do you want to sit out here by yourself? Do you need some space? And communication,
Boundaries
because
and
most of the time
communication.
they listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. If they love you, they will. My kids, same thing, man. You just train them. They're like, and you don't have to get mad, like you were saying, like, God, leave me the fuck alone. It's like, hey, I need some more time. Isn't that cool? It's a
Yeah.
completely different. But you know what helped me was relationship by design. That helped me a lot, understanding some of that too with the guy thing. That's
Yeah.
one of our courses. Okay. So as a result of implementing everything you've learned so far in the program, because I know you're going to continue to go, what's been the
Oh, yeah.
outcome, listing the outcomes of just the results?
My entire body could change. If I had it, I'd share my screen with you, but I don't have it with like on my computer
We'll
right now.
flash
But
some up.
right, my body is changing. My body's changing, and I'm getting back to where I used to be. Well, I don't know. I never did like my body, so I can't say that. But
You look younger in your photos. You look like you are getting a body of like a late 20s or something. Like it looks good.
oh, okay. Um,
Legs. You got hot legs, man. I think Nicole said that. She goes, look at those legs.
I've always been told that. Yeah, I do like my legs. I like everything about me. That's the biggest thing that's changed.
Yeah.
I have goals and I know that I'm going to reach them and I'm not stressing about it. Down 2 pant sizes, a little over 20 pounds. I actually haven't weighed in a week because I don't obsess with it. And I know that I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
the obsession gone. It's
Love it.
gone.
Oh, they're going to be like, how? Y'all, she's been in for a year and she's devoted to the inner work. Yes, we have hormones. Yes, we have specific weight regimens and diet. But Christina has committed to, and I can say this, I know it for a year. I've watched her. She does the work. She'll show her notebooks where she goes through the work. And you remember that one time when we were doing the depression neutralizer and it took you,
Mhm.
the resistance was pretty strong. How long did it take you before you were able to do that? A couple weeks.
Oh gosh, it's 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
when you
it was
did
two
it,
or 3 weeks.
I think you made a post and was like, y'all, I did it. I did it. And holy, this is why. And it was such it unlocked so much for you.
That was a big turning point
That was,
because I have suffered from before I even knew what depression was. I remember elementary, being depressed. I was suicidal by 6th grade,
mm,
you know. Uh yeah, so that one I know why I had resisted that so much, but that one, and I still go back. I have my notebooks right here actually. I
keep
still
them.
go back to stuff I have done, the neutralizers or energy codes. That's just my go-to. The energy codes. I don't know why. Self-awareness. It healed me inside.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
needed healing inside because of all the trauma from before I can 2, 3 years old, you
Mm,
know?
And I know some women are like, well, nothing happened to me. And that's some of the worst cases as well of burnout and adrenal fatigue, because it's not what necessarily happened. It's what didn't happen. Like things happened to Christina, right? But because those things happened, a lot of things didn't happen.
Right.
And yeah, so I'm so freaking cool, man. It's so cool. I actually need to update. I need to do the crown. Okay. So where do you think you'd be right now if you didn't
Mm.
take action and join the program?
I just thought about that and it makes me want to just possibly dead, Casey. That's
Yeah.
with the cancer and the depression and the suicidal thoughts and things like that, possibly dead. And if not, wanting to be,
Yeah,
I would be completely miserable.
I knew a couple women who one's dead now. Same thing. I watched her. Almost the same story. And I think about her all the time because I didn't have this work. Not that I feel guilty, but I didn't have this work back then and she died. I mean, she mixed some pills with wine. Gorgeous girl, wealthy, had her Porsche SUV, but wasn't happy,
Yeah.
wasn't happy. So yeah, I feel you. And I'm the same way. I would be long time in the memorial gardens, because
Yeah.
it's crazy. This work is awesome. So, okay, if there's anybody watching this, hearing this, listening to this, and they are on the fence about booking the call to see if they can enroll, what it entails and all that. Speaking to us about joining, they're on the fence. What would you say to them?
Why can't it be you? Why can't you focus on why not? I could say so much. Why not choose you? Not that you have to forget everyone else, but why can't you get better? Why not? It's up to you. It's your choice. You have a choice to better your life. Why stay stuck?
Dude, it's right there. It's almost like the life vest is right there. You just literally have to like book it.
It's sad. It's sad now seeing the women that, especially the ones that are just they're just right there. Just just a small little leap. It's
Yes.
huge.
Yes.
It's huge. Yeah.
And you helped us for a minute with the groups, and you got to see behind the scenes like what it was like seeing the women outside, listening to the podcast, following my socials, stalking me, free group, and they're just watching, terrified to take action. And you talk to them and like, golly, why don't they take action? It's so painful because you just can see why they're stuck and struggling. You're like, it's right there. You can do it.
Yeah, that's a money block.
It is.
Or
Okay, what's a money block? Because they're like, I don't have money blocks, because they get triggered just when you saying that.
they don't, it's a low self-worth. It's
Mm.
they don't feel like they're worthy to invest in. My gosh, what better thing is there to invest in? Because if you get better, if you love yourself and you're happy and you feel good and you look good, your relationships are better, and it just passes on to your children and they're happier and they work on themselves. What better thing to invest in? Because you don't want to use your family funds. Well, this is for your family because we are the glue that holds everyone together.
That's gold right there, dude.
Gave me goosebumps again.
That was gold. That was the gold line. Yeah, and you know what I told earlier about being toxic. It's not that I'm being judgmental. It's just fucking facts. Like if you choose to stay the martyr and unhappy and sick and stuck, it's retarding your lineage, your children's growth. It's that's selfish and that's highly toxic because now you're the victim. You're that mom who everybody has to walk around eggshells, make sure mom's happy. Mom's always bitching about her body. Mom and dad are fighting. Daddy can't say this. Like I'm gonna call it. Like I see it. If you don't choose to get better, you're choosing to stay the same. It's toxic.
Yeah.
Dude. Is there anything else that you think we need to cover that you wish you could have like seen before you joined? Because I know these women are probably like, I thought this was a weight loss program. Like, I need to know what kind of workouts you do. That drives me crazy. I'm like,
Yeah, it is, but it also is. But
it's such a small piece of it.
yeah. I'm trying to put into words, the calorie counting and
Obsessing.
low carb. Let me just bust that myth right there for you. Because I was low carb, avid low carber for years, that same 10, 15 pounds. And then of course it's 20 pounds. And then it's, because every time you go back to eating the shit that you shouldn't have been eating in the first place, constantly. Not saying you can't have something every now and then, but anyways, low carbs is a joke, in my opinion. It didn't work for me. It might, really fast weight loss, and then you're going to gain it all back. And then it's another vicious cycle. The thing is, I told my husband, I was probably December, January, something like that. I'm like, it feels different. Something feels different. Like I'm not craving things that aren't good for me.
You loved yourself more.
Yes, I did. It just felt different. Like this time is different. I'm going to lose all the weight that I want to lose. I'm going to look the way that I want to look, and I know it, and it feels different. It's not like, that dreaded diet that we all do it. We all did it, right? Eating whatever it was we were on. You dread it the entire time. You don't ever enjoy it. Now I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's different.
I'm excited to flash your pictures up here. Now, do you still get to, go out, enjoy a cocktail, have a Christmas cookie, stuff like that?
I do whatever I want to do.
So y'all heard it. Okay. Now, what is life like when this isn't taking up so much mental real estate? Like I always tell women, I'm like, then what though? Like what's going to happen after this is not even a thing? You know how much life there is to live? Like, what have been some things you picked up? Because now this is not a thing.
My income has more than doubled. After about 3 or 4 months after joining, I don't know if you remember, I paid off all my debt.
Yes. Did you go through money codes?
No, maybe a little bit of it. I don't
Wow.
this it was all internal. I'm telling you, it was all
You just
internal.
something flipped your switch. Yeah.
Something, yeah, you flipped my switch. But no, income more than doubled. I don't know, everything's different. I have everything. I have everything I want. I'm like, what do I want? I want
Oh,
a
you told me.
$1,000 pots and pans. Yeah, got it. It's
You told me you said, yeah, because this all just was like freed up, y'all built a new pool deck and like got into outdoor stuff.
1,000 square foot. Yeah, 1,000 square foot deck. My
Gym.
pool, my gym. I never even. I might have bought bands. Like we didn't spend money on stuff like that. I had a pair of boots that lasted me for 2 years. Like I didn't spend money on a. We didn't do that. We lived
Yeah.
in this scarcity mindset, like save, 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 and yet we still, which we saved, but it wasn't. I didn't have everything I wanted, plus more than what we had before. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
everything is more. Everything is more.
Yeah.
Everything.
So you literally that's what it is. You went from a scarcity because when you track calories and you're worried about losing weight and you can't lose weight and all that, that's no different than money trouble. It's a scarcity mindset, you know? So that's what you did. You went and that's why you said you love the trauma work. That's what we work on is you increase
Yeah.
emotional intelligence. Trauma leaves your body. You lose the need to be in survival mode. And you do that and you're like,
Yeah.
why am I tripping about this? What now you're logical, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Women, this has come up and you know, they'll say, well, Casey, you know, you've never been fat, you've never been overweight, even though I've had all the same emotions. They don't care about me. I'm some skinny white fitness model. How could you resonate with me? Why did you come in? I didn't look like you know. How
Did you struggle with your self-image and your self-worth and you didn't love your body and binge eating and starving yourself? Well, then you
yes.
are the same. It doesn't matter that your body doesn't look like mine or didn't look like
Or
mine.
skin
We
color.
we struggled with the same thing. So it's the same thing. It doesn't matter if we look the same.
God,
It doesn't.
it blows my mind. I get women that are like that. And then I'll get some that are, you know, black and that, well, I'm black. I'm like, the fuck? Are we racist here? Because I thought we had the same emotions. I thought a struggle was a struggle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but they
Yeah.
will. Women will look at me and go, you're skinny. What do you know about it? I'm like, first of all, sounds like a little judgmental, are we? We are all one human. We all experience human
Yeah.
emotions. So
Yeah. But it
self
works. That's the thing is it works. It works. I don't care if you're 350 pounds or if you start at 130 and your goal is 125 pounds. I don't care. We're still the same. We're still struggling with the same habits and mentality, depression, the hormones, the
stress, fear. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, dude, appreciate it. We're going to share this with everybody. Let's see if there's any more. You are glowing.
that's probably oily skin. No, I'm kidding.
What girl? Crazy. Yeah, it's awesome. And resentment. Yeah. Resentment is just a symptom of the martyr. You know, I had so
I
much
totally resented everyone. Yeah.
everything. I resented how, and you resent fucking hot girls too. You resent anybody and everything. Husband, kids, hot
Yeah.
girls, girls on the internet. You fucking resent everybody. That's what I'm saying.
Everything.
If you don't,
Yes.
if you don't get help, you're just choosing to stay toxic, man.
Yeah.
Straight up. And you know, the thing is, if they're not a fit for hot moms, then we have other programs. You know, it's just you just got to take action. You just got to take it. So thank you for having big kahunas, Christina.
You're welcome. I do have big kahunas.
You really
Big.
do. You really do. You got some good. I love it. I love it. If you want to meet Christina, she's in Hot Moms free group and the mastermind. Christina A Day. It's with a K, KRISTINAADAY. But she's in the free group. She's in the paid group. She's very active in the mastermind. She's like one of the, aren't you a moderator?
Yeah.
So she's kind of like one of the mother hens in there. So you'll see her if you join. If you have any questions, you can reach out to her. She's in the free group.
Absolutely. 100%.
All right, y'all.
And I love helping people.
She really does.
So,
She really does.
yeah.
We're pumped to have you. And thank you so much. And we'll talk to you soon.
Love ya.
Bye. Love you. This is it. I've got a free training, caseyship.com/register. Be sure to grab that and then join my free Facebook group and just reach out. Struggle is not required. So hit me up, caseyship.com/register. Talk to you soon.